All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Flow Live. Real conversation, real change, real healing. It's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Joe Bonnie, host of the Empire Plates, Empire Lives podcast with
Miss Destiny Marie here of Black Man Feel Pain 2 Incorporated.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, y'all, Beyond the Flow Live is where we just come and we talk about a real topic that we experience and ways that we want to be able to empower, educate you, and give you a little insight on what life is. What brought us together was a condition called endometriosis. But what we really want to do is educate and empower women to move from survival mode into thriving. And so, we're going to get into the icebreaker real quick. All right. And I'm going to try to put it in the chat so I can put it on the screen. And I want y'all to respond by a number. Today, we're talking about what, Destiny Marie?
Movement.
We are talking about movement. All right. We're talking about movement. So, checking in real quick, drop a number in the chat. Let me make sure I put it here and we have it. Drop a number in the chat.
What's the question?
All right, I got you. I was putting it on the screen too. But I was trying to drive and make it happen. All right, here we go. Number 1, you feel guilty when you don't work out. Number 2, you're exhausted, but you still push through to get your exercise done. Number 3, you don't really know how to move. Hold on. How to move without pain. And then number 4, you enjoy movement, but it changes throughout the month. A 1, 2, 3, or a 4. Let me see. Oh, Facebook gives me all of it. Here we go. Checking in, drop a number in the chat. Destiny, which one are you? All right.
So I'm a number 5 and I don't do a lot of movement.
So is 5 not a lot of movement at all?
Yeah. I don't do a lot. I don't do a lot, but it is one of my goals for this year to start doing small movements. So I did yoga for a little period of my life. And then I stopped that, but I do want to get back into yoga. That is actually a goal of my 2026 is to get back into yoga and maybe find like a YouTube channel or YouTube person and then just do some stuff at home. But as of right now, if I'm being truthful and honest, I'm a number 5.
Not a number 5, like it's a combo. All right, so I'm definitely a 1 and a 4. Depending on the day and the vibe. So 1, sometimes I do feel guilty when I don't work out. When me and Spencer don't get in our 3 or 4 mile walk. I was about to say hour, child. 3 or 4 mile walk. I sometimes feel guilty if we don't make it happen. I've done that before. And then other times, like this morning, we could have got out there and still did something, but I was okay with a slower start to the day. I was okay with getting things ready and then laying back down and just relaxing and being. It's day 2. Cycle, and I wanted to listen to my body, and it felt like that's what I wanted to do, and I didn't feel guilty about that because I knew I was still showing up for myself in some way. So I hope that catches somebody if they're a number 1. And then number 4, I do enjoy movement. Number 4, I do enjoy movement, but it just kind of changes throughout the month. Sometimes I might not be in a place where I just want to get out there and eat those morning miles, and I may want to do something different. Something that you said, Destiny, about yoga. There is a channel that I like, and I was doing it last week, getting in some stretches. I found a channel that I like in regards to that. My mom found one with Pilates, but it's never been something that I consistently consumed for a long period of time to truly build a rhythm around movement. And so just a little check-in, and we want y'all to check in. Let us know if you're catching it live right now or you're catching the replay. Drop which number resonates with you in the comments. And now we're going to get into this thing. Or first, let's let them know who we really are, Destiny. Let them know who you really are, how you help serve, what's your platform.
So Black Buffalo Pink 2 is my baby. It was birthed in 2022. And Black Buffalo Pink 2 was really birthed out of a moment of pain, wanting to provide awareness and education and resources and support to other girls and women who are going through endometriosis. Because as we both know, living with endometriosis is not easy. So after I got diagnosed, I wanted a space. I was looking for a space of other like-minded girls and women with endometriosis that were talking about how they were navigating life and how they were navigating the disease. And I did not find that. So in a moment of questioning everything of what was going on, I decided to create Black Men Flipping 2. And what started off as a blog has now blossomed into a full organization that I am so incredibly proud of.
Yes, yes, I'm proud of you too. Y'all catch, oh man, we got to remember what episode it is. Y'all, you can catch Destiny's episode on the Empire Place, Empire Lives podcast, where she dives more into her journey, her experience, and it's just a whole vibe of a conversation that we both have. And so check that out. Y'all, it's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Giovanni, host of the Empire Place, Empire Lives podcast. Started that podcast because I really wanted a place to have people share their journeys of strength when it comes to dealing with their journeys with endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, fibroids. It is now starting to develop and include voices of people just letting us know what healing tools, mechanisms, and ways there are out there that people can incorporate, adapt, and implement into their own healing journey, because it's your journey, your healing. So you need to know what is possible for you, because a lot of spaces I saw, everyone said, I tried everything and nothing works. And I learned in every single episode so many different ways that we could truly be helping ourselves heal and turn our pain into power. Not only did I start the Empowered Place, Empowered Lives podcast to be that space to document journeys and be of education and empowerment. Four Vibrations was birthed because after being diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and fibroids, I didn't know what was going on with my body. And I knew that all of these conditions, something had to align, and I need to figure out how I wanted to approach it in a lifestyle first approach. And so I am a coach, and I help women who are in pelvic pain, struggling with fatigue, bloating, and don't realize that their everyday habits is keeping them stuck, and it's fueling the inflammation and pain that they're experiencing. And I help them make those changes and empower them through that. And so that's what we got for Vibrations. And so, y'all, today we're talking about movement, recovery, and inflammation. And something I really wanted to show with you guys, and I know we won't be before you long, is that movement is not what we thought it always meant at the beginning. And that's not just going to the gym or walking or lifting weights. Like, movement needs to be intentional. Movement is healing, and when your body moves, there's so many different benefits that your body is able to thrive off of just because you're moving. And Destiny talked about it earlier. She said she's a 5 when it comes to movement. Movement can just be deep breathing. That is still movement. It's not necessarily having to lift weights and do all the things. And something that I learned, and I just want to share this with you all, is that I was in a group. It was with Dr. LJ, holistic doctor. She was on the Empire Place, Empire Lives podcast. And I saw something in there that talked about, with the phases of the cycle, the different forms of movement you should be doing that aligns with what your body is already hormonally, chemically already doing it in the transition of what it looks like. And so I kind of wanted to show you guys this guide, because once I learned it, I was like, does anybody else know? Because with a health background, I didn't know those things. I was never taught those things, and it wasn't in the curriculum for me to even teach those things as a teacher. And so I wanted to show those things to you guys, and then I want you to be able to see it, just some of the ways. And then I'm gonna turn it over to Destiny, because she is someone who has events that really break down and educate people on
Oh no. Oh no.
Can you hear, Destiny? Are you with me?
I can hear you now. You froze up.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, y'all. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. When you
Okay.
shared your screen, you froze.
It left. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so pretty much I just have in this guide, I really broke down what the different types of exercises you can embrace during each phase of the cycle. But I just want Destiny to go ahead and get in there, but I just wanted you guys to know about it. You can find it at forwardvibrations.com. It's the M to the third degree healing empowerment guide that gives you those phases of the cycles and what you can do during mindset, mindful eating, and movement. What have you found to be beneficial for you, Destiny, when it comes to movement?
Yeah, so since I guess I'm the one on here that lives more of the sedentary lifestyle.
Depending on the day.
Between us two. And so really so it's kind of contradictory for me to say, but I do like small movements. Like I'll get up and I'll stretch. I'm not always in the bed or sitting on a chair or reclining or not doing anything at all. But it definitely does make a difference when you do have some sort of movement, some sort of activity, some sort of physical activity going on regularly, and it does help with chronic pain. And
Mhm.
so if we're thinking just long term, you may start yoga, or you may start going to the gym, or you may start, I don't know, swimming, doing something. You're not going to always see the changes and the effects immediately. Sometimes you have to keep on doing something repetitive, 90 days, give it 3 months, maybe give it 6 months. But those small movements, the walking, the stretching, just the getting up, the moving around, the going to get the fresh air, those small things definitely do have an effect on chronic illness and the body and how we recover, and then how much pain that we're in.
Mm.
I think we weren't here last week, but the week before last, I believe we were talking about food, or maybe that was the week of Christmas. But so when you take things in conjunction, so when you're eating better, healthier, you're eating foods for the specific cycle that you're in, and then you're also implementing some sort of movement, you are doing things to benefic you yourself long term. And with a chronic illness, I mean, we're never going to be 100% healed, but there's definitely steps that you can take that will help mitigate some of the pains that we're feeling and experiencing long term.
I agree. I love that you talked about the compounding effects of movement and how it can look, and just really give yourself the opportunity to embrace it. I think that's very powerful. Like, do things your future self would thank you for, but even more so, your present self will appreciate. And I definitely did a lot of stretching last week. And I said I wanted to incorporate stretching more in my healing rhythm because that's very beneficial for us. Even certain stretches, certain poses provide almost immediate reduction of pain when it comes to how we're navigating it. And we are talking condition wise, y'all, but anyone dealing with pelvic pain, there's a root cause to what's happening to you. And it may not be endometriosis or adenomyosis, but there are still things that you can do to help and support yourself in regards to that. And it might not look like what you want it to look like when it comes to movement, and that's okay too. Like, just keep exploring. It's an adventure, it's a journey. And so I'm really glad that you spoke on that. And educate yourself. What are the phases of the cycle and what does that look like? Destiny has resources. Destiny, you want to let them know where they can check in and tap in and find all the things that you have to offer?
Yes, yes, yes. I actually believe I have a blog post or two about the different phases of the menstrual cycle, but you can head over to our website, www.blackmenfeelpain2.com. We have a blog section. I think we have about 7 or 8 pages of blog posts. We do have a shop section there. You can find our symptom tracker. So as you're implementing these movements and these new foods, you can track and document your symptoms and how you're feeling. We have a ton of resources as far as mental health. So we have a ton of coloring sheets and other things like that that actually help you, deal with the dealing with a chronic illness.
Yes, yes. So make sure y'all tap into that website as well as check the show notes to connect with Destiny on your favorite social media platform, as well to her YouTube channel, where she also has a documentary up. And so go check it out. And so y'all, I want to let you know that Mindset, mindful eating, and movement is what I call my M to the third degree healing empowerment formula. I believe those three things are strong pillars when it comes to how you're living, and what that living looks like and translate into in regards to how it addresses your health, your healing, and your habits. And so I want you to go to forwardvibrations.com. There's some digital guides there to help you. But most importantly, what I want you to do is check the show notes and take the Spot Your Triggers quiz. It encompasses so many different things like movement, and assess on that quiz, what does that look like for you in your life? And is that a major disruptor that could be causing you more pain than it is your power, through that of living choice. And so I really just want people to get clarity. It's not get answers to a quiz, but really get the clarity on how you're living and what you can do in regards to living better and feeling good, because you deserve to feel good and you deserve to be thriving. So yeah,
Right.
it's Beyond the Flow live with your healthy habits and lifestyle coach Giovanni and executive director Destiny Marie of Black Women Feel Pain Too. Thanks for vibing with us, y'all.
Bye.